And it's a very good afternoon and welcome here to Gore Hill Oval for this round 5 clash between the North Shore Bombers and the Western Suburbs Magpies. As we said, coming to you live from Gore Hill Oval. It is a overcast day here, not much wind to speak of, and the temperature, well, it's starting to plummet for the winter season, but not too bad conditions to play in here at Gore Hill this afternoon. The ground looking a little bit fluffy around the edges, seen some rain overnight and during the week, but all in all we are set for a fantastic game of football here at Gore Hill Oval with the Bombers taking on the Magpies. The Bombers last week came off a good win over the Sydney Hills Eagles on the other side of the coin, Western Suburbs. Well, they had their chances against Pennant Hills in the Anzac Day clash, but were unable to come away with the win, so they'll be keen to get back onto the winners list this afternoon. And we should have a good contest in front of us. Almost set for the start of this one. Sitting in 4th position, and the North Shore sitting in 6th. And we're set to go. Round 5 of the AFL Sydney. Straight away, it's the small ones that have to ruck it away. Going in hard for the Bombers. Zach Manley at ground level as the sun starts to pick its nose through. First free kick going to Western Suburbs. In fact, it's Carruthers, the North Shore, pushing out wide. Selby Lee Steer, such an important player for the Bombers. Big driving kick, and unfortunately it's gone too far, out of bounds on the full. And the kick will be taken from Newbury for the Magpies. Quite a number of players for the North Shore side not playing this afternoon due to various different things, mainly the TAC Cup with New South Wales ACT Rams playing this afternoon. As Western Suburbs push forward, they look like they've got their first chance to score. They have. They've got their first on the board, the Magpies. Goal, fast break there. It was the Lee Steers kick that went out of bounds on the full that opened that up. Western Suburbs to push further down the ground, and they get the first on the board. The sun just starting to shine through the clouds here at the moment. Good conditions. Carruthers, his kick smothered. Sweeping handball there from Conway. Manley for the Bombers. Oh, the kick just offline. Chopped off. Pearson with a driving kick. Goes to the pocket. It's in ball. McKenzie. Good kick down the line. Do quite often see that here at Gore Hill Oval, playing the wide open spaces. Now Fitzgerald gets around one. Wants to go to the top of the square. Does so. Big fly. Couldn't quite bring it down. That was Monk. And the Magpies are away. Kick. Not a good one. The turnover. It's the old 1-2. Some good work there. He's caught. Ainsley. Able to get the ball away. So not a bad result in the end. Down. No player able to get a good hands on it at the moment. Eventually it's Blackburn with the kick out of the centre. This one will go over the boundary line. We'll have a boundary throw in. 3 minutes played, first quarter. This should be a tight one here this afternoon. As I said, Magpies sitting in 4th position on the ladder at the moment with there's 2 wins. North Shore have got the same 2 wins, but goes forward again. Good attack of the football there from Lee Steer, trying to push his way through. And they've got a little bit of space here now, the Bombers to play with. Coming away is Clark, exciting play. Kicked floor last week. Goes wide out there for Jake Monk, but the kick was too strong, and Newbury, who's got a definite height advantage over Monk. So it'll be an interesting battle to watch. Back down the line, Adamson there fighting for the Bombers. The free kick will come, will be against Walford for the Magpies. And McKenzie with the kick. Gets it off now. Gerald looking for Wason. The kick just didn't quite meet its target. It's chopped off. Now the Magpies wanting to go straight down the middle. One-on-one contest. Goes through the legs. Could be holding the man. Umpire says play on. Well, that's an interesting one. But in the end, the captain, Mum, gets away with it. Drives forward. And a good mark taken. And in the end, it'll be a shot on goal. Plenty of changes on the sideline here for North Shore. And the kick comes off and they like it. And the Magpies have got another one on the board. And they lead by 2 goals. See here, the ball come forward. Mum could have been holding the man on that occasion, but he was good enough to get back on top of it and came up, good vision across. And a very good mark taken out in front. It was Williamson for the Magpies. So we're back in the centre. The Magpies by 2 goals, that is. A little bit going on at centre half forward for the Bombers. Not really much, just a bit of push and shove. Strudwick getting in there now. Also in there is Matthew Clark. Bounce under conditions from the umpire, and good work from Bandy getting the ball scrubbing forward, but it's chopped off. Once again, Western Suburbs, they look good coming out of defence at the moment. They're deciding to go straight down the middle, which is not a bad option. Wrapped up in the tackle now. There was Zoppo. Here they go again. The kick off the boot of Conway. Goes that same pocket. Could have been in the back. Umpire says play on. Wason in there amongst it. And a good effort to get amongst play there. The ball bounces awkwardly for the Bombers, and they've got another on the board. Well, the bounce of the ball beat them there. And just as quickly as you saw it, Western Suburbs are 3 goals up early in this first term. Pretty much the bounce of the ball that caused that one. Back in the middle with danger signs for the Bombers at the moment. They've skipped out to a 3-goal lead, Western Suburbs. But it's the speed at which they've scored the goals. 7.5 minutes first term. Bombers yet to hit the scoreboard. Comes down Lee Steer. The umpire's seen something here, holding the man. It's going to go against the Bombers, so unable once again to get the clearance. And they go straight down the middle again, looking for Mum. Offline on this occasion. Hitting it hard. Lemmy. And top of the square. And how's this one bounce offline? It's the minor score. The first minor score of the afternoon. That's how they're set up. North Shore playing. It's not really as huddle. It's sort of just a group across half back. They break now. Still under pressure, the Bombers. Comes across. It's Polly. He's dispossessed by Strudwick. Goes in there again. Strudwick at ground level. Gets it through. Trying to get this one out again is Williamson for the Magpies. it's wrapped up. We'll have a ball up. Comes down again, and once again they've got the numbers. The kick from Blackburn goes forward. On this occasion chopped off the extra man in defence. Called the play on. So he goes central. He's found a teammate in Fitzgerald in space. And he goes wide to Lee Steer. Now they're building something, the Bombers. What can they do here? Falls off the man. Pearson decides to run. Late decision. Now he's under a bit of pressure. Tries to kick around the corner. Can't do so. Good work there on this occasion by Haddon. Goes back to Manly. His kick smothered. Round now with the ball for the Magpies. Line. A boundary throw in 10 minutes in this first quarter. And it's Magpies by 19 points. Up now is Parsons for the Bombers. This one comes down. Working just a little bit better at ground level at the moment. Western Suburbs could have been holding the man. Umpire didn't see it. They go forward now, the Bombers, and chopped off once again. So some real problems in their forward line at the moment. North Shore, Newbury that was on that occasion. Pulled the play on. They've just got numbers and support. Milligan Seville. His kick. Couldn't find the intended target. It's too easily bumped off it there was Fitzgerald. It was Sands, and the umpire's seen something here. It's going to go to the Bombers. So Zach Manley with a chance to just set something up now. Not a lot on offer. Decides to just kick to the square. Strudwick the intended target. Haddon now, good work at ground level. He's dispossessed. Good scramble there from the Magpies defence. And once again, they're out of trouble off the boot of Sands. Good kick, good vision. Deciding to have a run now. And this is the rebound footy we've seen so in early in, and that's good work. Strong work there from Taylor Williamson. Was able to get rid of his opponent. Was off balance, but still able to take the mark. And now he sets himself up for a shot on goal. This to put the Magpies 25 points ahead. More worrying is that North Shore yet to hit the scoreboard. Williamson's kick. Umpire does a bit of work. It's offline. But let off there on this occasion for the Bombers. Wait for the ball to come back in. Western Suburbs playing very much a zone on the kick-ins, not giving the Bombers a lot of space to work in. They break now. Parsons is the target. Pushing back there was Zach Manley. Couldn't take the mark. Carruthers at ground level. Worked this well. The kick off the left boot. Not a great one. But another boundary throw in. Free kick here, the umpire's seen. It's going to go to the North Shore. Haddon. Drives them long inside 50, but it's all Magpies there. And once again, Newbury causing troubles for the Bombers. Good scramble from Fitzgerald, trying to affect the turnover. But they've just got numbers, Western Suburbs, and now in the arms of Peter Maxwell. Maxwell's kick comes off very awkward, the boot. There's a lot of Bombers around this one. Central kick ends up in the hands of Lee Steer, and he's going to get a 50-metre penalty. He pointed that out well to the umpire. Could have argued that he was pushing sideways on the mark, but the umpire had nothing of it. And the 50-metre penalty against Levi Sands will put Lee Steer well into scoring distance. And they desperately need this, the Bombers, just to open their account. Lee Steer comes in, umpire doesn't move, and finally the Bombers have got one on the board. They peg the margin back to 14 points. See here, we look at the replay. The kick came off. Lee Steer takes the mark on the well, you could argue, took the mark on the cricket pitch, and the 50-metre penalty was paid about 4 or 5 metres sideways of that. Either way, it's a goal on the board for the Bombers, and what can they build from that? The goal to Lee Steer brings the margin back to 14 points. We've played nearly 15 minutes first quarter here at Gore Hill Oval. It's AFL Sydney Live, round 5. And now the Bombers starting to find their feet a little bit. Kick there off the boot of, I think it was Adamson. And we'll have another boundary throw in. Ruck work, getting the front position there, North Shore, getting the ball hard. That was Adrian Hill. But getting back in defence is Thomas Ainsley. And he decides to go short. Found Adamson. So a couple of weeks ago, exciting player is Matt Adamson. Got one in the middle if you can see him. He goes there now, and it's just on line. So some good work by Will Taylor. Wants to move the ball quickly, does so. Can't get the mark there. Yeah, but they've got the ball of the ball. That one's going to bounce through. Lee Steer now. What's he got on the left? Turns around, sets it up. This is a set shot from training. In the end, he took too long. The ball smothered off the boot. Has another chance. Goes back. In that case, Jackson. And they've still got the ball, but they're going backwards at the moment. Adamson now wants to go inside 50. Looking for Carruthers. Sets well. Doesn't get the mark. Good fall of the ball there from Jake Monk. Goes back to Fitzgerald. He's dispossessed. Good defence here from the Magpies. And they're going to lock this one in. And we'll have a ball up inside 50 for the Bombers. So good pressure from the Magpies in their defensive half at the moment. Not giving away any free football. Spoil themselves there, the two Western Suburbs ruckmen then. And the umpire's seen something here. It's going to be a Western Suburbs free kick. And it's with James Newbury. Seen plenty of the ball so far this quarter. Goes wide. Better signs in the last couple of minutes from North Shore. Carruthers there giving away the free kick or paid the mark. And he might come up a little bit proppy now, Sammy Carruthers. It's a worry for the Bombers. Happy to move the ball. So that's smothered off the boot. I'll play on from this one. Oh, I thought that was smothered on the boot. Must have seen it wrong. Go inside now, the Magpies. Tracking this one back was Shatcher, but he couldn't get there. The ball, and the ball comes in. What have they got now? Back in the arms of Adamson. Good tackle from Jackson. Now the ball scrubbed forward. A mark here would be nice for the Bombers. They take it. The umpire says not 15. So still under pressure. Be careful they don't drag this one in. Umpire well sighted on this, but he comes in for the ball up anyway. We approach the 18-minute mark of the first term. Their numbers back. Jackson, it's a big job for him this afternoon. Kick from Scarfo, but the kick's come off the ground. You can't quite see who it was. The Magpies have stolen another one. And they go to a 20-point lead. Early goings here at Gore Hill Oval. It's the Western Suburbs Magpies by 20 points. They lead 4-2-26. A little confusion on the boundary line here. There's been a certain blood incident. I don't think they call blood, but if the play's still playing, then they mustn't have been able to call blood. The other way, it's Carruthers, as we saw in that incident on the far side. He is bleeding profusely and in the arms of the trainers at the moment. Now Mum tracks this one back. Got a bit of pace. Just needs it to sit up. Does so now. Too late, and he's tackled over the line. Good tackle. I think that was Cameron Holmes. And we'll have a ball in. Inside 50 for Western Suburbs. Looks like free kick. No, the umpire's calling time on. Sorry, just looking down here to Carruthers. There's a lot of blood. Stop that now. Lee Steer. He's trying to invent something, trying to go over the top. And in the process, it's Zoppo that's gone down. Haddon was the intended target there, but the ball touched over the line. A few casualties early in this game as we tick into time on. Western Suburbs by 20. Third man up there was Lee Steer, trying to get the ball going forward. Haddon's troubled out of it. Pushing through was Hill for the Magpies. Manley with the intended target. There's a couple that he's just dropped overhead. He's not sure of his hands at the moment. Clark with the handball. Umpire calls play on from the advantage. The kick comes in. This could be a late goal. It sits up in the goal square, but good enough in the end was Teddy Strudwick to just knock it over. And the Bombers get one back. Here was Manley, just dropped the free kick. Good work coming through as a good handball from Matt Clark over the top to Weston. Weston's kick looked like it was going to go all the way. It just sat up in the dirt, but Strudwick was able to get back and knock it through. And Bombers got their second on the board. Well needed right here in the shadows of quarter time. Back in the middle, margin back to 14 points. They dearly love it. Another one here, the Bombers have struggled throughout this quarter to get the ball going forward, but 2 goals sees them right back in it. Some good work there in the middle from Scown. His left boot goes forward, and the Magpies have got space. Turn around, a no-look kick, but it works out all right. Mum, tackled by 1, gets 1-2 in the end. Could have been holding the ball. The umpire said play on. And just trying to scrub it through now, and that's a good work. It's exactly what they needed. The kick came out of the traffic there, and leading his play to the ball was Taylor Williamson. So he'll get another one on the board, and the margin is restored to 20 points. Bombers really needed to put another on the board, just get that margin back. It's Western Suburbs who get the late one. Still working on Carruthers down here on the sideline. As we know, where's the headgear? But the looks like it's either nose or cheek. Just can't see through at the moment. Either way, we're back in the middle. Margin 20 points in favour of the Magpies. Jackson just trying to get involved, but definitely out-jumped by Lambert for the Magpies. And could be holding the ball. This umpire says no, I'll have it. Seen a few of those this year. The umpire's calling no genuine attempt. It's probably better tactics from Jackson just to get his body in front of the opposition ruckman. Now, under pressure is Bandy. He's held up. We'll have another ball up. Comes down. A little bit of space opens up for the Bombers. They go forward inside 50. Lee Steer dispossessed, able to get it through. Now with Monk. Swings around on left boot. Not a bad kick, looking for Strudwick over his head. And we'll have a boundary throw in right next to the behind post for the Bombers. 24.5 played. Steer going to get a free kick against him. Just arm slipped up over the shoulder. Unfortunate one, but it was there. And free kick goes to Lambert. They drive forward again now, the Magpies. Good kick right in front of Jared Polly. He wants to straighten up. Sees an option he likes in Mum. The ball bounces awkwardly. Now Fitzgerald. Bit of space on the far wing. Sold it before he had it. Did McKenzie. And now he's feeling the effects. Jackson at ground level. Trying to barge through now. That was Wilmot. And the umpire comes in from the ball up. The others will come back on. Strapped up to the nines. Almost holding the bottom of his lip back in place. Rajavandi, haven't seen much of him so far. Fitzgerald with the handball. Umpire will have a close look at it. And we'll have a ball up. Out of sight of Gore Hill Oval. Magpies by 20 in the shadows of quarter time. Jackson, he's up against Wilmot. Good on that occasion, just used his body. And spinning in the tackle was Bandy. They're still under pressure, the Bombers. Trying to get the ball clear. They do so now. That was Adamson. His kick down the line. They've worked it well. Just need to find a target going forward, do the Bombers. On this occasion, another turnover, and we'll see a ball in. So not a bad result. Pass defensive role. Forward is Middendorf. They don't really have a ruckman in this occasion, so Lee Steer pushes forward and gets there in the end. Third man up was Milligan Seville, and now they want to run the Magpies. A little bit of space opens up through the centre of the ground. Some good support given. They go forward. Good work there on this occasion by Bandy, but he's wrapped up. It's Bandy lending his assistance now, and the umpire said holding the ball, so a late chance here for the Magpies. They're streamed forward. They've got plenty to go to. And 1 on 3 in that occasion. Nearly taking the mark was Williamson, but ball hits the deck. And they're tackling pressure at the moment. The Western Suburbs has been first class. And they force a ball up inside their 50. No one really goes for that. In the end, it was Parsons, the only player, but he hands it over to Western Suburbs. Kicking inside. Could have been holding the man there, but he was over the ball, said the umpire. Now Wason has a chance to get it out of the area. Throws it on the right boot. Have to push back there. Did Clark, but in the end, it comes back in with a little bit of interest. Snatched out of the ground. I don't know what the umpires, what they're claiming there. That close look at that. Claiming the mark. I'm not sure. Here. Ball comes in. Must have come off his boot. Claiming the mark on that occasion, but umpire said no. And now we'll have a boundary throw in far side. Boundary throw in. 29 played, so we can't be too far out from the quarter-time break. And good tackle there on Voyage, and the Western Suburbs Magpies are away. Able to just draw a player and open up some space. It's good work. Now they've got a one-on-one contest. Williamson, he's strong. He's going to be a test for Ronnie Wason. But Taylor Williamson's taken the mark. And we'll line up for another shot on goal. As the siren sounds, the umpire eventually acknowledges it. And Williamson, kick looks like it's offline and actually won't score. So at quarter time, after a tough quarter for the Bombers, the margin is 20. In fact, they didn't score there, so it is 20 points as we go into quarter time. The Bombers with just the 2 goals, 12. Magpies 5 goals, 2, 32. Said the margin 20 points. It could have been more, but it's good to see the Bombers got themselves back in. We'll take a short break here at Gore Hill Oval. And join us back here in about 15 minutes' time. We'll have all the action in the second quarter. So we get ourselves set here for the start of the second quarter. Magpies by 20 at quarter time. Gore Hill Oval. Umpire just waiting for final preparations. Great bounce by the umpire on that occasion. There's Wilmot in the ruck, wins it down. Quick kick from Scown. Get involved there. It was McLean just sort of threw the mid up, and Haddon comes away for the Bombers. His kick just over the head. Never throwing. Plenty of traffic around the ball up here. Carruthers is back out there for the Bombers. It's been taped up. And Conway drives them forward. Good mark taken. Now, a little bit of space. They've got one-on-one contest. And just kick had just too much on it. And the Magpies with a little bit of pressure relieved. Lemmy. Short out of defence. Done this well this afternoon. But now Adamson with a kick goes inside. It's a good kick. And the Bombers with the first chance on goal early in this second term. It'll be Tim Weston with the shot. He'll kick from just inside the 50 arc. Test. Ball a little bit heavy in these conditions. Backs himself in. Weston strikes it well. It's offline though. And just the minus score. 2-1 now the Bombers. Himself. He really got set there. Oh, a big fly from the back. That was Haddon. Couldn't bring the mark down. It's up against Milligan Seville. And Jared Polly, who makes sure that one goes over the boundary line. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Lee Steer against Wilmot. And it's the Bombers who go forward again. But a good mark taken on the last line of defence by Matthew Lemmy. Short to Pearson. To this boundary line now. Long down the line, his only option. Just to a pack of Bombers, and it's Lee Steer who takes the mark. Wants to go central. Ball to play on now. Got one coming on his back, but he gets it away in time. And in the end, it was a great kick to Ted Strudwick, who seems to be blowing up that full forward position. And it'll be Strudwick to have a shot on goal. Plenty of shots from this angle at training here at Gore Hill Oval. Very comfortable. Takes the shot, just fades it to the left and goes over for the minor score. So unable to get a goal on the board. And once again, kick to himself, and in finds Harper. Harper under pressure. And the mark taken back there, going back with the fly of the ball, was Voyage. Voyage now comes inside. They've set up a lot better this quarter so far, the Bombers. Got a bit of run, he's gone though. Great work there from the skipper, Brenton Mumm. Just a little bit of awareness there from Shatcher. Mumm now drives them forward, and what was going to be a chance on goal is now turned around, and it's a chance on goal, but at the other end, Taylor Williamson took the mark. Williamson, very good so far this afternoon. Gives yourself plenty of room. Offline though. Let off for the Bombers. Bombers have seen a loose play there. Oh, strong hands. That was Shatcher. Overhead grab. Goes short to Padden. It's up a little bit. Back to Shatcher. And looking for Strudwick. Does well. Hands off to Carruthers. Carruthers into an open goal. Can he get it through the big sticks? He can. And that's better from the Bombers. A great ball movement. And Carruthers gets the goal. Nudging back to 13 points. It's great ball movement from the back. Start off with a good grab taken by Shatcher. Backed up his kick. And some presence from Strudwick, able to dish off. It was Carruthers with the good finish. Back in the centre. Parsons. Fires off the back. There's Taylor. He's dispossessed. Parsons as well. But it's Magpies through the agency of Mumm. Go forward again, looking for Williamson, but some good work pushing back. Avoids that scenario. Down the line, turns him around a little bit. Nice bounce, and ends up in the arms there of Wilmot, the ruckman. There he goes to the top of the arc, and it's a good kick. It's found Lindsay Scout. And wants to move the ball quickly. But could have taken a little bit more time. And now Lee Steer with the ball. Gives it off. Wanting to move the ball quicker now, it seems, the Bombers. Every opportunity looking for a player running past. And I don't mind that. Get some energy into the football. Jake Monk. Been quiet by his standards so far. And now top of the square. And no one there for the Bombers. Well read by Seamus Pearson. Pearson's kick finds Matty Lemmy. See there, Strudwick trying to put some energy, trying to get him to move the ball quickly. Western Suburbs, they've coughed this one up and it's gone through for a behind, so the grand scale of things, not too much given up. Certainly didn't look pretty. Gone short again. Kick under pressure, trying to go inside. The umpire set downfield, won't matter. The mark was taken. And now Western Suburbs finding a little bit of space. The arms of Blackburn, goes once, goes twice, and in the end turns it over. Monk, solid at the football. Umpire's going to give the free kick to Monk. Alder Shepherd was the decision. Play on would have been an option that would have been argued with. Either way, Monk drives the Bombers forward. At the back there, Lee Steer trying to get himself in the game, the kick coming out. Well, it would have been good if it came off. It was Western who was the target, but a bit too much on it. And we have a boundary throw in. Lee Steer from behind. Clark it was doing the tackling work. Now coming away with it is Hill. Right on the boundary line, tries to kick it back inside and eventually goes over the boundary line. So 9-minute mark of this second term. Lee Steer. It's Wilmot. Good pick there from Ainsley. Turn it over a bit now. Fitzgerald with a good pick-up. Dished off to Adamson. The quick kick inside 50, looking for Strudwick. It'll be a chase, run of the ball now. Oh, Strudwick just does the stop, drop and roll. And it nearly worked off from him. The Western Suburbs Magpies back on it. And we'll have a ball up. Good contest there between Lemmy and Strudwick. Played a lot of football. Umpire didn't see that one. He nearly lost 2 ears. And the umpires missed one there. Just a plead there, did Tim Weston. Oh, that could be a free kick, should be. You can't do that, sir. You can't put your arms on the shoulders and jump up. So, umpire struggles a little bit there. In the end, the ball ups. Steer and Western again. Have another ball up here. Ball's going nowhere. Trying to open up a bit of space now. The Magpies. This one playing with the boundary line and eventually goes over. Not a bad result. It's 2-on-1 in favour of the Bombers. Comes down. Oh, second option taken by Matthew Clark. It's a good one. Go forward again. Scown with the race to the ball. Strudwick came in late. Wrapped up at the ground level now. They've moved it well. Kick there from Western, smothered off the boot. They've got it back. Strudwick on the right boot. Gives it air. Gives it too much. And they'll confer. Surely we can make a decision out of this one. And out of bounds is the decision. That's what Matthew Lemmy thought. Still a contest. And there Parsons at the back. It's up against Wilmot. Ball hits the deck. Coming away with Scown. Now they've got a bit of pace on the ball. Through the middle, Western Suburbs. Now to McGrath. Tries to work on over the top to Blackburn. Gets there eventually. Blackburn's kick. Nice low one going forward. Found Mum. They're working something here, the Magpies. Mum's kick out in front of Williamson. Couldn't hold it in this time. Wason with a good spoil from behind. And comes away with it. So Wason trying to get involved in that contest. And on this occasion, did well. Approaching 13 minutes in this second term. Lee Steer doing the ruck work at the moment. Carruthers at the fall of the ball. So right in front of the Bendigo Bank sign out there. Good supporters of football, especially over here in the northern areas of Sydney. Lee Steer and Paddy Wilmot. Comes through Fitzgerald. Quick kick out of the air, looking for Strudwick under pressure. And the Magpies have come away with it. It's turned over and it'll come back in. Once again, Strudwick having to do the work. Just couldn't find the bounce of the ball. And Lemmy strong in defence. Clears the area. Bounce didn't favour him. I think he was looking for the boundary line on that occasion. And eventually it'll come down for a ball up. Recognised ruckman in this contest. And just scuffed forward off the boot there of, I think it was Scarfo in the 24. Oh, good pick up there. Goes in the arms of Conway. Conway has a shot on goal. Just offline. Ball comes out. There's Pat Form. A good mark taken by Lee Steer. Lee Steer gives it off to Carruthers. The big show. Just goes one way, turns around, tries to move the ball. Second option comes through. They'll need him to fire. Carruthers, margin 13 points at the moment. They'd love to get one back here. Pick them thing. Lee Steer strong. Umpire says no. Well, there was plenty of arms in it, but I thought he had enough of it. Haddon now over the ball. He's going to get penalised here for holding the man. In fact, it's going to go to the Bombers. Off the ball. Surely it's got to go to the advantage, which is further down the field. Surely that had to go downfield. The ball was about 20 metres forward of this, but in the end, it'll be a shot on goal for Chris Bandy. And he's slotted it. So they get one back, and the margin's back to 7 points. So slowly working their way back into this game are the Bombers. Trail by 7 points. But they've certainly started this second quarter a lot stronger than the first. I was going to call this one back. It was too bad myself, but it's wrapped up. Umpire will have a close look. Pops it up, looking for Monk. Monk takes the mark. Now looks up. Sees a little bit of movement he likes, goes towards Strudwick. Strudwick leads to the ball, takes the grab. Great work by Jake Monk. It's a good lead by Strudwick. It's good off the boot. Umpire takes a close look, hits the post. So doesn't have to make a decision there on that occasion, the umpire. Back to a goal, the difference here at Gore Hill. It's another one that Strudwick's just unable to finish off. Indecision coming out of the defence. They've been so good in defence this afternoon, the Magpies, but something's changed in this second quarter, and it's gone straight to Doug Haddon. Off the long run, Dougie Haddon strikes it well. Umpire sees this one sailing through, and he's got it, I think. Made the umpire do a bit of work, but I'm not sure what he's... I think they'll call this a goal, unless the boundary umpire saw something completely different. This one will go through as a goal. In fact, he's going to change his mind and hit the post. Well, that's interesting, because I understand if he didn't read it either side of the post, but if it hit the post, surely you hear, see or feel that. Either way, margin to 5. They've got a chance now. The umpire's seen a free kick. It's going to be a Bombers kick. They're going to call play on. No, he's not. Lucky, because I think that went through 4 behind. And now they've got every opportunity, the Bombers. It's Adamson will have the shot on goal. There's 5 points to the margin. 19.5 played. The Bombers have had every opportunity on this passage of play. They just need to finish off. What can Adamson do? Weird arc and kicks into the man on the mark, so nothing going right for the Bombers at the moment. Plenty of Bronx cheers from the Magpies supporters. Just need to finish off. Lee Steer to the back of the pack. Magpies around this. Good work at ground level from Adrian Hill. And now they break. Kick comes out. It's Ainsley. Can't find the handle, and the ball's gone over the boundary line. Lee Steer and Wilmot. Wilmot pushes to the front spot. Comes down. In there, Mum. He's dispossessed. Umpire says play on. You are joking, umpire! Kind words of encouragement from the balcony here at Gore Hill. Wilmot and Lee Steer do it again. Lee Steer wants to push this one wide. And onto it was Hill. And the ball's gone over the boundary line. Umpire says throw it in. So with all the opportunities there, the Bombers have come away with really no better off than when they started. Margin's 5 points. Lee Steer in there trying to wrap this one up. There'll be a secondary bounce, I would feel. The Bombers with all the scoring opportunities, but unable to put them on the board. But encouraging for them. They've really dried up some of the run of the Magpies and created some opportunities themselves. Ainsley now back on it. Pursued by Walford. Goes back inside to Monk. Turns well back on the left boot. Looking for a one-on-one contest. Lee Steer almost took it on the mark. Gave it up to Haddon. No, gave it to Fitzgerald. Had 2 to choose from. Fitzgerald's kick is offline and will be thrown in. 22 minutes played. Second term here in this round 5 match between the Bombers and the Magpies. Desperately like to go into the half-time break with their noses in front. This one's around the corner. Tell you what, not a bad option. Offline in the end. Players go to the one conversation about what we'll do after the match. I'm sure they came to a resolution on that occasion. He's done a lot of work in the ruck this quarter, trying to give the Bombers that advantage going forward. Carruthers. This quarter, the Bombers. Much good work there from Wason behind on Williamson, unable to take the mark. At least Monk, a shot on goal. This to put the Bombers in front. Another opportunity. Saw they're coming to the bench during that was Scown. A bit of an arm concern for him. Monk, you'd think, would shoot this one down. Does. Bombers in front. Been hard work for the Bombers, but they've got their noses in front here at Gore Hill. They lead by 2 points. 25 and a half played in this second term. And now it's back to the Magpies to see what they can do to turn this around. Held a handy little 26-point lead at one stage. And slowly but surely the Bombers have pegged that back. And once again they get the clearance down the centre off the boot of Clark. Goes forward, almost taken. Mark there. Monk, the goal scorer. Turns around again on the left, has a look. Puts it up there, it's offline. And we'll go over the boundary line. So another opportunity for the live wire, Jake Monk. Adamson comes back on for the Bombers. Jackson comes off the ruck, and it'll be Parsons to go back in. Really a lot to do in the ruck this quarter, as most of the ball's been in the forward line, and Lee Steer taking those forward ruck contests. Either way, it's Parsons back on the ground. Trying to get the ball clear now, Magpies. Haddon at the back. Good work to bring that down. Just made sure McGrath couldn't bring it in. Now he's back in amongst it. Monk goes back. Under pressure. In the arms there of Harper. He's wrapped up. Now another wrap-up. Could have been a free kick. Walford was wrapped up well, but they've got it away now, the Magpies. They are under pressure. Umpire's seen something here, and I don't think... Scarfo was not real happy with the treatment he got. And in the end, he gets the kick, and they go forward. Out in front. Matthew Lemmy, who's been moved forward. And I'm sure that was a come off his boot. And this one dangerously close to the boundary line. They'll stay in. And umpire's seen it. A free kick will go to the Bombers for the push in the back. Unnecessary. He was well out of the contest there, Lee Steer. 1 against 3. And there'll be a 50-metre penalty here. He's gone over the mark. So Lee Steer with a chance on goal. This will put him well within distance. And he'll kick from about 40 out, I feel. So what was the contest with Lee Steer wasn't really involved in. Got the free kick. Now he's got the 50. And a shot on goal. This will be a nice little handy goal for the Bombers. Lee Steer kicks it well, fading late, offline. Margin 3 points, 28 minutes played, second term. Once again, they kick to themselves, the Magpies, really gaining advantage. In fact, he puts himself under pressure by doing that early kick. Now Mum, he's wrapped up, goes back. Found McGrath. McGrath's kick out wide. Looking for Maxwell. Maxwell's kick is a good one. Moved this well, Western Suburbs Magpies. Inside again, and the kick's a good one for Blackburn. And Blackburn with scoring opportunity. Wants to move it. I think it might be right in the limits of his abilities. He kicks now. Well, distance is not an issue. Is the accuracy on? It is. No, it's not. Dangerously close. A let-off late sees that the Bombers will go into this half-time break with their noses in front. They lead by 2 points. It was a good quarter by the local side as they peg back the margin and will go into the break with their noses in front. 2 points is the margin here at Gore Hill Oval in this round 5 contest. Bombers 5-7-37, Western Suburbs 5-5-35. We'll take a short break. You're watching AFL Sydney Live, coming to you from Gore Hill. Bring you all the action from the second half in about 10-15 minutes' time. Join us then.
Jeff, can you ask her how much left of half time is left? It's just the lady there. Seven.
I'll buy it. I got a photo. He's one of the page, and I'll buy you.
All set for the start of the second half here at Gore Hill Oval, with the margin just 2 points in favour of the home side. North Shore 5-7-37, Magpies 5-5-35. One stage of the game, the Magpies are up by about 27 points. They kicked the first 3 goals of the game, but it's been a good effort for the Bombers to get their noses back in front. Third term, round 5, and we're underway. I'll come in and bounce this up again. Some more patchwork done. Sammy Carruthers that decided to strap him up with the helmet on the outside as well. So you see him there. Interesting look for the skipper. Parsons wins this out, but it's Western Suburbs have come away with it. Wilmot sneaking forward, delivers in, looking for Williamson. Good work. Spoil from behind. Comes in again from Pearson. To butter up. Second effort. And the ball goes over the boundary line. Parsons against Wilmot. Carruthers in there. Gets it over to Lee Steer. Dishes off. They're not out of trouble yet. Turnover comes. Plenty of Bombers around the ball though. And tackled by Williamson. A good tackle. Not rewarded. And in there again. The ball up. 5 metres out of the top of the goal square for Western Suburbs. Wilmot against Parsons. This one comes down and it comes out. And it's been snuck through. Let's see who that is. Goal to the Magpies, and they get their noses in front by 4 points now. Reset, not the start that the Bombers would have been looking for. Parsons down to Lee Steer. High contact comes. Kick goes to Scarfo. He drives them long and over the boundary line. Comes in. Plenty of players around this contest. Just trying to bat it out of the area. That was Holmes. Good effort by Conway. Trying to get this forward. Now Carruthers just couldn't find the handle. Applies the tackle almost high, but the umpire says play on. A little bit of space opens up now. It was not Bandy, it was Lambert for the Magpies. Now it comes back for Blackburn. Has a shot on goal. Offline, margin 5. Set up this zone defence, Magpies. Adamson, of course, with the kick out, trying to break the pack. I've seen a free kick here. The mark was taken either way. Goes to Lee Steer. Lee Steer's kick short and offline. Puts his teammate under a lot of pressure. And the turnover comes. Good work there from Scown. He's had a good game this afternoon. And they come back again, the Magpies. Just peppering their forward line. It's 1 on 3 on that occasion. And Wason it is trying to come away with it. Handball there, a little bit too hot. But good work by Holmes. And found a little bit of space. Fitzgerald. And Mark takes that solid. Good kick. Goes forward again. Target there was Western. And it lands in for Clark. Just hurries the kick and eventually goes over the boundary line on the full. So not a great result on that occasion. Now in the arms of Milligan Seville. Just looking there for Zoppo. Didn't quite do enough to take the mark. And out of bounds. Temperature really dropping here at Gore Hill Oval. A bit sheltered where we are up here on the balcony, but getting it down on the boundary line. Eventually comes back in. Parsons there up against Lambert. Lambert wins it down. Trying to get away with it there. Scarfo eventually just rips it clear and makes a little bit of space. Oh, coughed up there at the crucial moment. That was Matt Round, and the result will be a ball up. And a bit of space to work in, and Round just... And it comes. And Strudwick found himself back in defence early in this quarter. Really started to give the Bombers a bit of a target going forward when he was up there. Just moved him back in. Lambert now with the ball for the Magpies. Drives him forward, and the mark taken by Lee Steer. And he's been, as he has been most of the year, one of the best, but that kick's not his best. And the mark's taken by Paddy Wilmot. It's a couple of occasions in this quarter where Selby Lee Steers tried to finesse the ball to a teammate. It hasn't quite come off. And it could cost him a goal on this occasion as Wilmot lines up. The kick, not a good one, offline. Margin back to 6 points. And the let-off for the Bombers, and the let-off, I suppose, for Lee Steer as well. Ready for the pill to come back from Pacific Highway. Fella. Adamson, and it will be to kick the ball back in. Zone defence seems to be working quite well at the moment for the Magpies. Adamson just tries to steal a few extra metres and then goes long. Ball on the deck. Good work. Eventually gets out to Bandy. Bandy's handball to quite literally. Quite exciting in that second term when the Bombers really started to get a bit of space and move on. It's the one goal so far in the nearly 9 minutes played. A lot of boundary throw-ins. Lee Steer couldn't quite get his hands on that one. It was good work by Wilmot. Comes back to Parsons. Toying with the boundary line, keeps it in. Back there is Lambert again, goes inside, puts Sands under a little bit of pressure. Received at least, and now they've got a bit of space, the Magpies. They go long, the Williamson will be the target. Good work by Wason, comes down, one hand, quick kick out of the air. He's offline. Another behind to the Magpies. And Adamson again just steals a few extra metres. Wants to get it beyond that scoring zone, goes to Lee Steer. And the umpire says touched over the line. We'll have a throw in. Comes to the back of the contest. And just ripping it clear with Scarfo again. He does that well. And now they go inside again, the Magpies. Williamson just gives the big fake, turns around on the right boot. I tell you what, he's slotted the goal. And that's a good one. Back in the middle, the margin skipped out to 13 points in favour of Western Suburbs. The only scoring in this quarter. And the Bombers need to find something here. Get it going forward. Manly in there, he's wrapped up. Right, there, but it's just the Bombers at the fall of the ball, or overrunning it. Take the mark. Scarfo back on it. He's had a good quarter so far. He's been in amongst it. Adamson now pushing back. Parsons it is eventually. Now with Ainsley. Gives it back to Middendorf. Middendorf's handball backwards. And they found a little bit of space on this near wing. We go forward again. Found Will Taylor. Wants to move the ball quickly. That's where they start to get the ascendancy in that second term. So in the end, just took too long to make a decision, and the ball smothered off the boot by Blackburn, and we'll have a bounce. Jackson now drops it down to Manly. Manly quick kick out of Trackby. Goes forward looking for Lee Steer, comes down. Not bad, goes back to Sam Carruthers. Good work there by Western. Carruthers kick looking for Monk. He'll push off his opponent. He's wrapped up. That's good work there in defence. That was Newbury. Had to be on his best because Monk was threatening to run away with it. Newbury was up to the task. Inside 50, ruck contest. Not a lot of players around this by comparison, and he's held with the ball. The umpire's got in there holding the ball. It was Scown. Found himself with the arms pinned, and a good result for the Bombers. Go to Zach Manley, are they saying, or is it Lee Steer? Lee Steer to take the kick, and this to get them back in 7 points. The kick's right on line. The umpire had a good look. It's gone through. The Bombers get one back. Margin back to 7 points here at Gore Hill. A score through from Waverley Oval, where Sdyeny playing the Bats. Sdyeny were heavily touted to win that game, but at half time, Bats up 2 points. So a good one out there as well. And it's close here, so some close football being played in and around Sydney this afternoon. Manly fall the ball under pressure. Ainsley might come off for them. In fact, it doesn't. And some good work by Conway. His handball in front to Scarfo. Stop, drop and they found something going. Ball back. And under pressure, Wilmot. Sweeping handball. Finds Polly. Polly with the kick inside, and some good work by Magpies to just scrub that ball forward make sure it was going towards their advantage. And the mark taken by Wade Blackburn, and he'll have a shot on goal. Blackburn for the Magpies. Points. See here, ball came through. Wilmot sweeping handball out to Holly. Holly's kick was a good one, and Blackburn on the end of it. And it's been all Magpies this quarter. Stark contrast to that second quarter. Polly kicks the ball around the corner. They've got a player on his own running through. The form there of Conway. Couldn't bring it in. They've got the ball going forward all the way. Williamson dishes off. Gives it off to Scown. And sanity prevails. And the ball's up. Jackson in the Jared Polly sees it over the boundary line. Right in front of our camera position here at Gore Hill Oval. Margin 13 points in favour of the Magpies. Changing the guard in the ruck. Jackson it is on this occasion, brings it down, but only as far as Scown, he's back out there. Plenty of white jumpers around this contest. They go forward again. Docky's player there in Holmes and might pay the price. The ball going forward. Strudwick needs to that. Williamson gets rid of three, hands it off, couldn't get it clear. That was Lemmy, and ball's gone over the boundary line. So threatening again are the Magpies. Jackson up against Wilmot. Just falls to the ground. Taylor. Jackson brings it down. Ball's not clear, I suppose. Harper inside looking for Williams. Catch me. Now Haddon with a bit of run on it. In chase was Milligan Seville. And good work by Haddon. Gives it off to Taylor. Taylor with one bounce on the left boot. Straightens up to the centre. The kick not a good one. Good work by Jake Monk to get his fist in amongst it. Tries to go back there to Budgebundi. Budgebundi skips one way, goes around the other. Back on the right. Short kick over. He's found Fitzgerald. Some good work there from the Smalls, from the Bombers. And it's Dale Fitzgerald who'll line up for a shot on goal. It's good work. And Fitzgerald to finish off. Margin now back to 7 points. Good finish from Dale Fitzgerald. 7-7 plays 8-8. Margin 7 points here at Gore Hill. Third term. So back in the centre of Gore Hill Oval. Jackson in the ruck. The Bombers. He's up against McLean, who's moved into the ruck for Western Suburbs. They push forward. The Magpies trying to get a little bit of height going forward. Zach Manley's wrapped up. Another ball up. Wilmot's gone forward again. It's been Teddy Strudwick has gone back to pick him up, giving away a bit in height, but we'll move him around. There he was. Strudwick kicks it forward, looking for Clark. Just needs to keep the ball in front. Gets away from him. Barjavandi on the scene. And we'll have a ball up. Made plenty of stoppages this afternoon. We approach three-quarter time, 21 and a half played. Jackson's knocked down. And a little bit of space opens up for the Magpies. Good work there from Haddon. Perfected the spoil and held on a little too long. And the free kick. He's done him a favour there, has Dale Fitzgerald. If that ball had gone clear, it would have been a 50-metre penalty. And in the end, it's going to be... I'm sure, I think they're saying ran through the mark. So Zach Manley will get himself within striking distance. Manley will kick from about 40 metres out. Well within his distance. He approaches. Manley's kick needs to come back, starts working it well on line, and the margin 1 point here at Gore Hill Oval. Eight-7 plays 8-8. It was touted as being a close affair, and it's certainly delivered on that promise so far. It's a 50-metre penalty that gave Zach Manley that opportunity, and he took it with both hands. And the Bombers trail by just the solitary point. In the middle, Parsons has moved back into the ruck. Secondary bounce. Trying to work his way through then. Zach Manley, the goal scorer, wrapped up on this occasion. Tim Lambert's gone back into the ruck for the Magpies, so plenty of opportunities, or plenty of, options there. Haddon tracks this one back. And turns back on the left, puts out in front of Parsons, just needs to knock it over, does well, takes possession, gives it off. Now they've got another opportunity. They look lively going forward. Had to go back to Parsons. Couldn't quite get there. Bounces beautifully from Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald with the handball off. Back to Selby Lee Steer. They finish off and the Bombers are back in front. So the Bombers skip ahead. They lead by 5 points. And at the 25-minute mark of this third term, a seesawing battle here at Gore Hill. Scarfo, the umpires said, shepherding the ruck there. We'll come back to Lambert. He wants to dish off, does so now. Drive it inside 50. Almost sits beautifully there for Blackburn. And he's wrapped up as soon as he got possession. Williamson just trying to get some Assistants back there in the forward line. Just calling his players in. Wants to bottle it up. In there, Taylor's going to get the free kick for a push in the back. Unfortunate, but it was there. Free kick goes against Sands. And their noses in front. Approaching 26 minutes. Quite happy to go into the three-quarter time break ahead with the Bombers. Just drew a tackle there. It was Polly and Sands now. A bit going on behind the play, and it's going to go against. I was watching that out of the corner of my eye. Not a lot in it, but Jared Polly wanted to go on with it, and he's been given a yellow. Is it against Polly? I don't think it is. It must have been secondary to what I was watching as well. So the yellow card. Milligan Seville, and there may be a report as well. The umpire's writing something down in the book. So, what I can read, Milligan Seville has been reported. The yellow card certainly came out, and now the Bombers go ahead off the boot of Lee Steer. No real contact there, but the mark not taken. And now we'll have a ball up. So a little bit of feeling now in this game as well, which certainly shows for a good end to this game. Plenty of players around this. Plenty on the line. This would certainly change the makeup of the ladder. And once again, the ball comes out. Good mark taken. Scown. Goes central. Gives the players, Strudwick it was, with a big fist. And now a little opportunity opens up. Western goes to Monk. Too far out to score. Monk now sees something he likes. Goes that way. Manley over his head. And, oh, the tackle from Fitzgerald just slipped high. And it'll be Newbury. Short kick out. Found Scarfo. Scarfo happy to go back. Now with Lemmy. He goes across again. This is Scown. And they've worked it well. Lambert. He's inside and opportunistic, but worked out all right for Walford. His kicks found the player in space, just having to run on fight, lose his feet at the crucial time. Wason runs away with it, but it's tackled. The umpire was going to blow his whistle and chose not to in the end. Well, not sure that was a correct disposal. And in the shadows of three-quarter time, that's a crucial decision. Could have set up the Magpies for another scoring opportunity. Just don't like that when you see the umpires throw the whistle to the mouth and then they call play on. Something triggered them to think there was a free kick. Now Taylor goes inside looking for Manley. Good attack on the football from Parsons. Hands it up. And wrapped up his bandy in there doing the tackling for the Magpies, Harper. And we'll have a ball up. 29.5 played, third term. The Bombers by 5. It's all set up for a mad dash to the end in the final quarter. But can they get one more out of this? The kick comes in from McGrath. Takes the mark on 50. Kick from outside. Puts it up. Williamson the target. Wason back there as well. Bounce favours Williamson. Over the head handball. Strudwick has seen something. Umpire's seen something that's going to come back to Williamson. And it's going to be a free kick. There he is pushed. Not sure what was going on there. The end result is Williamson with a shot on goal. Swings around. He's claiming it. I think he's trying to pull the wool over the eyes, but unable to do so on this occasion. The minor score to Williamson, 4 points to margin, 30 and a half played. So it's a long quarter. And the kick out comes, and it's going to go over the boundary line without being touched. So Western Suburbs with another opportunity to go forward. They need to move it quickly. Can't be long to go in the quarter. They do so now. Short kick comes in. Pack forms. Comes down. Just a booming kick out of defence. Trying to get it out of the area. And some good work pushing back there was Clark. Affected the contest at least. And wraps up. They come back now. Manly tries to go back in. Clark puts his hand amongst it. Now Scarfo pushes back for the Magpies. Looking there for Scown. Has to track it back. He could be gone. Gets the handball away. And there's the siren. So a good quarter from both teams on that occasion, and the margin's just 4 points. And we're set up for a big final term. A little bit going on in the centre. Nothing much to talk about as the teams now break for the third quarter time huddles. And they will come out. This will be a good one. Looking forward to this final term. So we'll take a break here at Gore Hill Oval. The Bombers, they lead this one at the moment. 9-7-61. The Magpies 8-9-57. The margin 4 points. We'll take a short break. We'll come back. Set up for a big one here. It's round 5. Bombers versus Magpies.
It's close.
Welcome you back here to Gore Hill Oval for this final term. It's all set up for a blistering run to the finish. Margin's only 4 points in favour of the Bombers. And a little bit of feeling towards the end of that third term will ensure that this one goes down the wire. Mum for the Magpies goes forward. Looking for Williamson, leads the race to the ball. Wason knows the ball, wants to get around him. In the end, just takes the option to go back and finds Harper and will reset. Harper finds an option short, too long for him. Wason gets back with a big fist. Taylor now has to find the handle, does so. Gave him a little bit of run from half back, has Taylor. And the kick, well, was almost a good one, but the turnover comes. First attacking football of the term. Push out there from Lee Steer was too early for the umpire really to notice. Mum gets around one, swings back on the right, slows long, goes towards goal. And the fist comes through and we'll have a boundary throw in. Boundary throw in inside 50 for the Magpies. Carruthers there, copped the knock early. You see, sporting a new look for winter is Sam Carruthers. And Jackson up against Wilmot. And there are Carruthers steals this one away, gets away with it, pops it forward. Turn from Williamson. Back to the Magpies and the goal to Wolf. The ball came in, it was Fitzgerald who really couldn't take control, and the handball dished off from Williamson, and it was Walford who finished off, and that gets the Magpies back in front. They lead by 2. First goal of the quarter goes to the Magpies. They lead 9-9-63, 9-7-61, the Bombers. And they go again. Run out of the centre and looking for Williamson. Waston stepped up and made sure he didn't get that one. The handball out. Wasn't a great one from Holmes. Turns it over. Waston in there again. Good work from the big fella. Puts it out in front, and I'll see this over the boundary line. 3-minute mark of this final term. Magpies getting their hands on the ball. Could have been holding the ball. Umpire says play on. Trying to push his way through. I think that was Shatcher. Trying to get the ball forward. Just need to get some attack on the football. Haddon now got the war wounds as well. Sitting there. Plenty going on there. And the boundary, sorry, a ball up right in the middle of the ground. Really coming to this. Oh, it could have been a throw. In fact, it was a throw. Umpire didn't see it. Scarfo trying to lead it there. Jackson applying the tackle. Scarfo off the deck. Gets the ball going forward. Shatcher there in chase. Handball comes back. Sands in there for the Magpies. He's wrapped up. Carruthers steals it away. Just couldn't quite get out of the area. Fitzgerald. Now the Bombers, that could be deliberate. The umpire won't say it. And Takia's. The kick off the deck from Newbury went wide. And I thought when I saw the little look over the shoulder from the central umpire, he was going to call his boundary up to throw it in. Changed his mind. So Jackson Monk. Oh, spins that one around, but not enough. Just the minus score. 1 point. Here's the margin. Magpies go long down the middle and landed in the arms. I think that's Adamson. And the 50-metre penalty coming as well. So, another whistle here as well, and it's another 50-metre penalty. You go right to the line. So, plenty going on at the moment, and the goal scored. And the Bombers get the lead back. They now lead by 5, and that's a coach killer, that one. Not only the original 50-metre penalty, then to make sure of it. See here. Scarfer there, and then 50 metres, quite see what it was for. And then the second one was certainly for Boyce. It was well off the play. In the end, it's handed the lead back to the Bombers. They lead by 5 points. We played nearly 7 minutes of this final term. Lee Steer in the middle, not in the ruck, but on the ball. Mum tried to back out of the contest, couldn't do so. Scarfo throws it on the boot. They go forward. Williamson leading the ball, and that's good. Put yourself into the right positions. And Williamson it is who's taken the mark. So he has the opportunity to get the lead back for the Magpies. And the umpire doesn't move. And it's Williamson who's put the goal on the board. And the Magpies now back in front. See the ball coming through the middle. Good work by Mum, just backed out of the pack, popped it out. Scarfo just took one step back, gave himself some room, and that's all that Williamson needed. Had 3 metres on Ronnie Wason, and solid mark. Back in the centre. Magpies by the solitary point. Favours the Magpies to bounce. Hitting the ball hard now. In there is Wilmot trying to get this one clear. Can't get out of traffic. Have another ball up. Been a seesawing affair so far throughout the whole game. This one's going to go to the Magpies, holding the ball. Go back to Mum. And the skipper, another opportunity. It's not going to Mum. Will eventually get to no. Sure there that Scown will give it off. Sands on the left. Tries to drive them forward. Scarfer was rid of his opponent, but unfortunately couldn't track back. And the ball goes out of bounds. Oh, not good. Oh, they needed a free kick. Well, the kick wasn't a great one. Turned the ball over. Could have been a mark. The umpire said not 15. But then McGrath given a second opportunity with a free kick. And now Giovanni in amongst it. Only a push and shove. McGrath. With a shot on goal while everything else goes on around him. Leaves McGrath, strikes it well. Faded late, but they like it. And McGrath gets the goal back on the board. And now they go out to a 7-point lead. Couple of goals back to back for the Magpies. Sees them skip out to a 7-point lead. What can the Bombers do? They need to get one back. In there for the Magpies was round, couldn't get the ball cleared. He's got numbers now. Sands gets rid of one and it's gone. Oh, good tackle, but he got it away. Not 15, the umpire says. That one won't be 15 either. Scarfo decides to try. The first one wasn't. He's got the free kick. So lucky to get away with that one was Scarfo. He drives them long now, looking for Williamson. Wason was with a big kick. He's going to get a free kick high. Well, that's that one. He went to ground, and now there's another thing off the ball. Umpire, they've kicked the goal. They're claiming it. The umpire said no way. And it's all happening here at North Shore at the moment. The kick will come back to Lindsay Scown. He actually dropped and lost his feet at the crucial stage, which forced the tackle to go high. The umpire could have quite easily said play on. Now Scown goes short. Oh, it's on mark. Didn't get very high off the ground. And the mark taken by Walford. Famous name in the Magpie colours. Kyle Walford will kick from just on 50, if not just inside. Good view of this one. Comes in. Swings around with the natural arc. And offline. Wason, his fist goes back into the danger zone. They've got enough there to get out. They need to just pop it over. Intended for Strudwick. Finds the intended target. But Western Suburbs have pushed back in numbers. They're still waiting for North Shore. They're just sort of a bit lost going through the middle of the ground. In the end, Fitzgerald is the target. Flies, takes the mark. Strong from Fitzgerald. That's the sort of thing that they need. Just lift the team. Fitzgerald now moves it quickly, goes inside. Got an option, but have turned it over. Just as quickly, Conway, and then the 50-metre penalty again. We've got the straight shooters out this afternoon, the umpires. And Lee Conway, well, he'll get the mark right on 50 metres. And he moves it quickly. Sees an option. Goes out towards Williamson. This time it doesn't stick. Throws the head around. Tries to draw the free kick. Goes back inside. Gets the ball. Centres up. And he's got numbers here. Wilmot tucks it back. Dispossessed was Conway again, I think, in there. And now it comes away from Harper. And the mark's taken. Williamson again. Good scrambling football by the Magpies. Sees another shot on goal. Williamson. Sprays it left. So a let off for the Bombers. Well, that's unforgivable for a full forward. They need to take advantage, the Bombers. They spread now. And the zone just shuffles and forces a contest. Parsons at the back, couldn't bring it in. Shatcher, he's dispossessed. Barjavandi goes back, gives it off. And that kick's not a great one. Too close to the edge, and the turnover comes. And the Magpies, well, they'll be on the attack again. In it comes. Not a great kick. Could it get there? Wilmot does well. Couldn't hold the mark. Now the Bombers with some numbers around the ball. Carruthers couldn't get it there. Milligan Seville's back out on the field. They drop it back inside, and a good mark there from Lee Steer. They need to find a way out. It goes short. Middendorf is gone. Umpire says play on. So it's Taylor. Comes out, and good work. Oh, Monk couldn't take the mark. And Strudwick thought he'd taken it and took off. And he had nothing to help. Luckily, they've got the free kick. Monk gets the ball back. Zach Manley is down the line, making some space. Monk now has a little bit of a run. Drives them long. Oh, there's a player at the back that didn't quite get to him. That was Carruthers. And now Western Suburbs. Chopped off. They've got the numbers. In there is Adamson. Magpies seen a free kick. It's going to go to Western Suburbs. And it's going to go back to Maxwell. Maxwell's kicked down the line. Wilmot the target. Just shoved out of it early. Parsons unable. Scarfo now puts it back. Oh, the handball just a little low around the bootlaces. And we'll have a boundary throw in. Scarfo and Parsons maintain acquaintances. 8 points the margin here. 16.5 played in the final term. In favour of the Magpies, and the free kick comes to Carruthers. Monk lurking, he goes the other way. Lead to a pack of Magpies, and they've done well here, the Bombers, to keep this one in. The handball over the top. Milligan Seville dispossessed. Umpire says play on. And eventually the free kick comes to the Bombers. And they'll have a shot on goal. It'll be Will Taylor. Played a few rolls this afternoon. Down back. Now he's kicking for goal. Kick from about 35. Not much angle to speak of. Just needs the accuracy. Taylor drives it home, and the Bombers get it back to 2 points. It's anyone's game here at Gore Hill Oval. 2 points the margin. 18 and a half played in the final term. Bombers off the boot of Taylor. Kick that that last goal. Reduce the margin back to 2 points. They need another one. What can the Magpies do? Dominated the first half of this quarter. Not for that goal as Carruthers tracks this one back. Puts his head over the ball. Just can't find the handle. Barjavandi now putting himself in. Good dish out handball there. They drive forward again, the Bombers. Taylor with the handball over. Good one to Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald in open goal. Tackled at the crucial stage. And the kick comes through. And a great mark taken by Monk. Fantastic attack of the football. And Jake Monk with a chance to get the Bombers back in front. Jake Monk. Fantastic pace. His closing speed on the mark was fantastic. And now a shot on goal. You'd think he'd kick this one. Don't want to put the curse on him. And he's just leant back at the crucial stage, so the margin is 1 point. Saw him lean to the right-hand side as he kicked that ball, and that's exactly where it went. So a let-off for the Magpies. They still lead. The margin, just a solitary point. A lull here at Gore Hill Oval as we just wait to see what unfolds. Oh, good mark by Wilmot. Second grab. Wants to move it quickly. Game to be won by either side. Comes out. Good work there. Dished off by Zoppo. They go forward. It's a foot race. Williamson and Wason. Wason does well. Keeps the ball in front and eventually picks it up. Swings it around. Not where he intended to kick it. Not a bad result. Carruthers on the end of it. Gives it off. Manley now. He's tackled as he kicked it. The turnover comes. The mark's taken in the arms there of Adrian Hill. Hill goes inside. Gives him plenty of air. Almost the turnover. Strudwick with the big fist. Now the handball comes. Need to get it in quick. Jake Monk in there again, and the kick's a good one. And it's taken by Mum. Swings around, wants to go, can't get around his opponent, does so now, gives it off, looks at goals, slots the middle. Great work by the skipper, and the Magpies are 7 points in front. So the ball came forward here. It's a good kick that found Mum, took the mark, wanted to move it on quickly. Should have been play on there, and it was. Goes once with the big show, goes twice with the big show. Sold him on the candy the second time round. Straightened up, and not a problem whatsoever. And the Magpies, they skip out to a 7-point lead. Back live now. And they go forward again. Tackle from Barjavani. Umpire says he got the handball. Good work from Strudwick at ground level. Gets it up. That was Bandy. No one home for the Bombers. Gets the kick across. Now with Sands. And they're finding some space now, the Magpies. Hill drives them inside. Wason at the bootlaces. Tries to get it over the boundary line. They were unlucky last week. They good showing against Pennant Hills. Western Suburbs, in the end, went down by about 29 points. North Shore had a big win over the Eagles last week. And looks like at the moment, with 7 points at the 22.5 mark, the Magpies are well positioned to take this one away. Carruthers has other ideas. Trying to push them forward. Middendorf couldn't get there as well. Carruthers has to go again. Milligan Seville in there, just knocks it forward, gets it back. Now with Conway, drives them forward. A mark here is what they need. Couldn't get it clear. And the ball tracking towards the band line and goes over. Lemmy now pushed forward for the Magpies. It's going to be quiet in these closing stages. Now gone into the ruck. Magpies in the box seat at the moment. Goes forward, tracking it back there. Here's Adamson. Can't get there in time. Leicester and Wilmot. It's been a good battle, that one today. Strudwick in there, gets it. Just can't find a way through. Tackled with the ball is McGrath. And we'll have another boundary throw in. All players forward of almost the halfway mark. Just 2 forward of that for the Bombers. So they need to find something. McGrath kicks it in. Wason off the deck. Williamson, umpire said behind, hit the post. So 8 points. They move it quickly, the Bombers, looking for Fitzgerald. Umpire's seen a free kick here. It's going to go to the Magpies. Fitzgerald can't believe what he's seeing. But in the end, it's a kick to Brenton Mum. Just creeps across, straightens himself up and brings it back floating. The wind's got it offline. 9 points. Look at the kick here. Going for holding the player, but tough precision against Fitzgerald. Now the Bombers. Oh, big fly. Got their second F lift. There was Milligan Seville. Round. Gives it forward. Trying to find a way through as McGrath. Does well. Picks it up. Gets it back. Drops at the crucial moment. Fitzgerald back with him now. Turns him around. Trying to find the ball. And over it goes. 26 minutes played. Magpies by 9. It's been a seesawing battle. Magpies just been in front. The Bombers been able to reel them in most of the day. 2 minds now. Fitzgerald just wants to kick it long. Goes to Manly and eventually it goes over the boundary line. To say they led by 26 points early in that first quarter. Western Suburbs, it was Bombers who reeled them in the second. And they'll be hoping they can do the same in the dying stages of this quarter. Ball comes in, Sleece here, now Carruthers finds a way through, gives it off to Shatcher. Shatcher off to Jake Monk. Monk swings around back on the left boot, can't swing it round, he's offline. And there was the opportunity. Had every opportunity to finish off there, did Monk. Unfortunately, with the banana kick, see so often, and couldn't get it through the large ones. Now, the call comes from the boundary line. Sands to Hold it up. They've got wind of how long's to go. They go back Newbury. Not a bad tactic when you've got 8 points in your favour. They'll need to score twice, the Bombers. The first option is to get the ball in their hands. Drive it forward. It's 2-on-2 in the forward line for Magpies. Wason on this occasion good. Gets it going forward. Taylor in there. Harper as well for Magpies. And there's a Well, short quarter. In the context of the game, and the Magpies have come away. They led the game late in this final term, and they come away 8-point winners, and they are excited, the Magpies. I must admit, I didn't expect the siren to go so quickly. And the Magpies were happy to hear the sound, and they come away from Gore Hill Oval with the 4 points. They got away to an early jump, did the Magpies. The Bombers reeled them in and looked like all the momentum was going with them, but they wouldn't go away, the Magpies, and much to their credit, they've come away with the win, and they will now move up on the ladder. Just wrap up here at Gore Hill Oval. In the end, the Bombers 11-10-76. Just fell short of the Magpies 12-12-84, the margin 8 points as we said, and a good win to the Western Suburbs team. They take on Sydney University next week, who are battling it out with UTS at the moment, this lead third term. North Shore, will they take on the Bulldogs here again at Gore Hill Oval, and that should be a good contest as well. Hope you enjoyed the coverage. We got you here from AFL Sydney Live here from Gore Hill Oval, and in the end it was the Magpies winners over the Bombers 12-12-84. The Bombers 11-10-76, margin 8 points. So we wrap up everything here at Gore Hill Oval. Thanks for joining us on AFL Sydney Live, and make sure you tune in next week. Bring you all the action from the AFL Sydney Live each and every week.
Okay, go